He likes to go to the same combinations, quite repetitively, whereas Crawford is unpredictable. And despite him not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt the most.
Just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy.
Canelo Alvarez, and that's just being honest. And I think what he has done in his career, he's proven everything.
Terence Crawford delivered a powerful message to Canelo Alvarez after their fight agreement, signaling his intent to disrupt the boxing world. "I'm a threat to him and his legacy," Crawford boldly declared. Already a dominant force across multiple weight classes, Crawford is confident that his speed, technique, and ring intelligence will be too much for Canelo. He emphasized that he's not simply stepping into the ring to fight, but to reshape the definition of greatness at Canelo's expense.
These excuses why he don't want to take a fight with me. If it's all about business, then you doing good business. If I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want 200 million for Benavidez, and he want 150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy, because it would be crazy for a guy that started at 135 to come all the way up to 168, your weight, no catch weight, no none of that, and dethrone you. So, he got that in the back of his head. This guy, for one, he's tough. For two, he's a boxer. He moves, he can punch, he can do it all. I can't slip up and lose to this little guy. Then what will my fans think of me? What will my Mexican people think of me?
With the fight now officially confirmed, experts are calling it a captivating clash of styles. Canelo Alvarez is known for his powerful, relentless combinations and elite counterpunching, making him a formidable opponent. On the other hand, Terence Crawford's unpredictability and impeccable timing could open up opportunities if he can read Canelo's moves. However, Crawford must demonstrate that he possesses the power to make Canelo respect him, or else the fight could prove challenging. Many believe Canelo's strength and experience in higher weight classes give him the upper hand, but Crawford's technical mastery and adaptability could allow him to outpoint his rival in this stylistic showdown. This is definitely a must-watch event.
I think Canelo, he likes to go to the same combinations, quite repetitively, whereas Crawford is unpredictable. And despite him not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt the most. And maybe Crawford can hit him with some unexpected shit. And because of the repetitiveness of Canelo, maybe he can time him. Maybe he can counterpunch with him, because Crawford is unbelievable at that. But I'm fascinated to see if Crawford has the power to get the respect of Canelo Alvarez, because when you don't, it's a long night. It's not nice. Like Crawford did well against Madrimov, and he won that fight for me quite clearly. But Madrimov was countering him. If you can counter the counterpuncher, you can give them a lot of problems when they're not used to that. And Canelo can counter people really well. And as great as Terence Crawford is, we've never seen him in there with someone with the power of Canelo Alvarez. This is a different world of power. And look, maybe Canelo doesn't throw as many shots as he used to, and maybe Crawford might look at that and go, you know what, I'm going to try and outpoint this guy, not get into a war with him, but just show my boxing, genius, and outpoint him and outland him. That's possible. It is. This is why this is such a fascinating matchup, man. We've been treated to some amazing fights. Usyk Fury, for example, this is another one of those mega fights on Riyadh season.
Eddie Hearn acknowledges that Canelo Alvarez has already solidified his place in boxing and has nothing to prove by taking a fight with Jake Paul. He points out that Canelo is now primarily a businessman, and the allure of a massive payday, potentially exceeding $100 million, is the driving force behind the fight, rather than a pursuit of further legacy in the sport.
And that's just being honest. And I think what he has done in his career, he's proven everything, right? His resume is unbelievable. And if you want to make 100 million to fight Jake Paul, right? Like the thing is about Canelo, he don't tell any lies. He's very transparent, right? He's not going to try and justify this fight to you that, no, what I'm doing it to bring boxing to a wider audience. No, he's doing it for a sackload of money. So whenever you put an opponent forward to Canelo Alvarez, his question is, how much? And he's a businessman at this stage in his career, right? And at the end of the day, someone is offering him whatever it will be, 80 million, 100 million, 120, to fight Jake Paul. A fight in which there is absolutely no risk. And by the way, you can't criticise Jake Paul, because the criticism for Jake Paul has always been, when are you going to fight someone decent? Well, guess what? He might be fighting Canelo Alvarez. I don't hate it. I'll be watching.
Maybe time to give up the belts though. That's the fight to stake.
Yeah, maybe. It might be his last fight. Who knows?
Hearn defends Jake Paul, acknowledging the criticism he's faced for not taking on top-tier opponents. Now with the possibility of facing Canelo, Paul is getting his chance. However, Hearn admits that Jake has little to no chance in the fight, calling Canelo a dangerous and formidable opponent. Despite the likely outcome of a heavy loss, Hearn points out that Jake will still walk away with a substantial payday.
In boxing, no one's surprised that a fight like that's getting made. And I know you've gone out and said you do respect Jake Paul for getting in there. Canelo's a totally different beast to, a definitely out of his prime Mike Tyson. Just talk about how much respect you would have for Jake for taking that fight.
Only respect because of the money. I mean, he's not doing it for free. He's not doing it because he wants to prove himself as a great fighter. He's doing it for 100 mil as well, or whatever he's getting.
It's a very, very scary man.
It's dangerous, and he's going to get spanked.
How many rounds?
However many Canelo wants it to be. I mean, the only thing is, Jake's going to be a lot heavier and bigger. But you're not. Listen, no disrespect to Jake's ability as a fighter. He's fighting Canelo Alvarez, who is one of the top fighters in the world. So, he's going to get spanked, but he's going to make a lot of money whilst receiving the spanking.
Just a day ago, boxing promoter Eddie Hearn confirmed that a fight between Jake Paul and Canelo Alvarez is being seriously discussed. Hearn stated that Canelo is always ready to fight if the financial offer is right, saying, "Give Canelo the money and he'll fight anyone." This shows that Canelo is open to facing Jake Paul, as long as the business side makes sense. Money has always been a key factor in boxing, and Canelo is willing to take on big fights that guarantee massive paydays.
Nothing really. I mean, it was all very sudden, wasn't it? Is it in relation to the Jake Paul fight? I don't know. I mean, look, Canelo, I'd say always, Canelo don't care, right? Give him the money and he's going to fight. He doesn't really have, and this isn't a negative towards him, because he makes it clear. He has no loyalty to anyone, right? None to me, none to PBC, none to Turkey Al-Sheikh. Pay me the money, I will fight whoever you want me to fight. That's basically it. So, I guess the talk was a Crawford fight. Now it looks like the Jake Paul fight is done, by all accounts. So, does that make the Crawford fight less appealing? Because he's kind of moving into that world now. And I don't blame him, because he's going to make an absolute fortune to punch Jake Paul. And I don't mind the fight, I've got to be honest with you. I've given Jake stick over the years because he's done some things that I didn't like, and I'm just being honest. But you have to respect him for taking the Canelo fight. He's doing that because there's a huge amount of money on the table. But I don't mind seeing it. So yeah, I don't know I've no idea whether it's in relation to that or whatever. I've not had one conversation about it, but certainly, Canelo moving into that world, if you like, changes things perhaps in terms of.
We know decided to pull the plug on the Canelo-Terence Crawford fight September 13th at Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas Raiders Stadium in Las Vegas, due to the fact that Canelo Alvarez was trying to do a side deal outside of his 3-fight deal with Turkey Al-Sheikh in Riyadh season to fight YouTube sensation turned professional boxer Jake Paul May 3rd. Turkey Al-Sheikh wasn't happy with it. And so with that said, instead of getting the 2 Hall of Fame iconic fighters, first ballot Hall of Famers, in Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez in September, Turkey Al-Sheikh decided, I'll find a new super fight for Terence Crawford and we'll take the deal off the table for Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez then decides, nope, he and his team pick up the phone. They have a conversation with Turkey Al-Sheikh, and Turkey Al-Sheikh and Canelo come to a 4-fight deal that's going to cancel the Jake Paul fight May 3rd, Las Vegas at the T-Mobile. and is now going to see Canelo Alvarez possibly face William Skull, the IBF undefeated Puerto Rican champion at 168, May in Riyadh season.
All right, so news got leaked that Canelo Alvarez and Jake Paul in May.
What?
That, yeah, like, so you got people that think it's a rumor. I can confirm that it's not a rumor. This is something that we've known for a long, I'm going to say we've known for about 3 to 4 weeks.
That's not gonna be a real fight though. So that means Bud ain't happening.
No, they talking about Bud in September. Canelo, Jake Paul in that.
If he fight Jake Paul, he ain't gonna fight Bud. Cause I'm gonna tell you why. He gotta go up for Jake Paul. He gotta go up for Jake Paul. Jake Paul not coming under 200 pounds. You understand? Canelo gonna do the same thing Roy did to his body. He's gonna go up and bring it back down, 68, fuck no. He gonna do the same thing Roy did against Charles.